The Australian Government, through the Department of Social Services, is introducing new funding arrangements to make life for civil society easier. We've introduced a new way of working with civil society. This is part of our election commitment to reinvigorate civil society and free up the organisations that comprise it to get on and do what they do best. That's their vital frontline work. The new grant arrangements are far better suited to what communities need and want. Instead of the previous unwieldy 18 discretionary grants programs, there'll be 7 streamlined, easy to access programs. And again, in line with our election commitment, where possible, we'll be offering longer agreements to increase certainty and to make planning easier for organisations and their staff. And where possible, organisations will be able to enter into just one consolidated agreement with my department, rather than having a plethora of contracts covering each and every service. We're overhauling the way we do business with you because we've listened to the concerns of community organisations. You've told us that you want your grant agreements with government to be simplified. You want to get on with your work without constant, unnecessary government prescription and irrelevant paperwork. Under the new arrangements, funded organisations will have greater flexibility, less administrative burden and greater control over how they deliver services to the particular needs of their clients and communities. Alongside the ageing and aged care programs that have already been reformed, my department is adding 3 newly broadbanded programs: Families and Communities, Housing and Homelessness, and Disability, Mental Health and Carers. The Families and Communities program incorporates a large portion of my department's grants. Priority areas include early intervention and prevention activities to improve financial wellbeing and capability, strengthening communities, supporting migrants to transition to life in Australia, and ensuring the lifetime wellbeing of families and children. The Housing and Homelessness program will support the development of policy advice as we all continue to wrestle with the housing affordability issues in this country. The Disability, Mental Health and Carers program will provide support for people with disability and mental health issues and their carers. These new arrangements will significantly reduce red tape, and they'll give service providers greater flexibility to drive local solutions to local issues by reducing prescriptive service delivery and increasing the scope of what can be achieved in the community. We are also streamlining the financial acquittals process to further reduce the administrative load. Reporting in new grants agreements will be as streamlined and as automated as much as possible. My department will reduce the amount of reporting to priority information only. From now on, we'll be not collecting information just for the sake of it. Every piece of information we ask for will have a clear purpose. So we've listened to your concerns for a focus on outcomes. Outcomes are the hardest things to measure, but the most important for the community when we consider how to best invest our resources. We will work in partnership with you to collect outcome data in ways that are relevant, proportionate and rigorous, recognising that service delivery providers are not funded to be specialist researchers. My department will share this knowledge with you through regular and relevant reports. And as part of the new simplified approach to grant funding, we're also streamlining the application processes, making the front-end process less time-consuming and more efficient. Finally, we have committed more than $1.5 billion over 5 years for new 5-year agreements for more than 250 providers who deliver communities for children facilitating partner services, family and relationship services and family law services under the new Families and Communities program. These longer-term agreements will help reduce staff turnover, ensure better service delivery and enable a long-term strategic outlook for these priority services. We've also committed $590 million for 6- and 12-month extensions for most grants due to expire on the 30th of June this year to minimise service delivery disruption while improvements to grant funding arrangements can be implemented. This includes 6-month extensions for most organisations, with 12-month extensions for those services transitioning into longer-term initiatives such as the National Disability Insurance Scheme, aged care reform and other long-term ongoing programs. All of these reforms will help forge better and more efficient partnerships between government and civil society. They're helping fulfil our government's promise to remove the burden of government overreach and introduce in its stead a new way of working, driven by the need to nurture, not stifle, civil society. Finally, the Australian Government will abolish the Australian Charities and Not-for-Profits Commission, because we believe we should approach civil society with trust, not suspicion. And we believe easing the regulatory burden, not adding to it, as the ACNC has done. We recognise the vital role of civil society and are taking practical actions to ensure your role continues to strengthen and grow.